Okay, 1st of February, Rudy here. So you're sitting in some ASX ETFs that are based on overseas, like the NDQ, the VGS, the IVV. You've heard the US dollar is going to crash, the Aussie dollar is going to go up, and you're smart enough to know that that's bad for all those investments. You're wondering what to do. So first of all, let's just start with the actual Aussie dollar. So this is the Aussie dollar to the US dollar. So you can see long term we are at the bottom of a range here. If you didn't know, back in 2013 we were on par with the US dollar. Now, like all currencies, they all have their problems. It's not as though our currency is better than the US dollar currency. They're all paper. But anyway, that's the system we live in. That's why, if you're new to this channel, we prefer precious metals like gold. So what's the Aussie dollar doing? So it's had a big spike. Now I think, nothing. It won't do that now. It will pull back, and then find a base, and then probably, I think over time, still we've broken this declining sort of wedge here. So we've made a hole in the balloon. So there's a pullback in the Aussie dollar, and then a move up, I would say, is on the cards. So if we have a look at VGS, just the chart itself, so you can see it's forming a bit of a rounded topping pattern, like back here. You can see that. So it's failed to make new highs. So this is what you want. You just want to see, like, there's a high, there's a new high. You just want to see new highs, and it hasn't been able to do that. So it's back. So this is in August. So since August last year, VGS has gone nowhere. So that's not a great investment. So as the Aussie dollar goes up, so worst case would be, global Aussie dollar goes up and global share markets decline. This will be a double whammy. The NDQ. So there's that rounded top. Now this one, it's not even a rounded top. It didn't get it. It hasn't. It's already made a. There's a high. There's a high. There's a high. So it's making lower highs already. So that doesn't look good either. Then there's IVV. So it's got another sort of rounded topping pattern here, and again, well, since July, so same thing, July, August, it's gone nowhere, and really since December 24. So if you invested in December 24, you'd be back to where you were. So not a great investment for you when you could have just put your money in the bank. So you probably don't want to have. You can still have US-based investments, but you've got to make sure that they're going to outperform the currency drop. So I still have a number of US-based ETFs on the channel. Subscribe for $10 a month. You get all the answers, because I think they will outperform a rising Aussie dollar. So this video is just to give you a heads up if you're in these things to look at getting out. A safe one, a favourite channel, ETF, core holding, which is this MVR, which is made up of all our big miners. So no currency risk if the Aussie dollar goes up. If you had to have invested in MVR instead of, let's say VGS, you've got to have the ASX version. So if you had to have, this is when I put the switch on. You'd have an extra 30% in your bank over VGS, and so same with MVRs run pretty hard, but you can see that's not making that's not a rounded top. That's a series of higher highs. So I'd expect a pullback. Even worst case to here, but we're making a series of higher highs, so yeah, I expect that outperformance over or even if we did over the NASDAQ. So again, what's that? So 28%. Need to update my notes there. So that, and I would assume, not financial advice, that this will continue over time. So yeah, just wanted to give you the heads up if you're sitting in any of these US based ones, VGS, NDQ, IVV. Just try and consider what's going on with the Aussie dollar, and could your money be working somewhere else? All right, if you should join the channel and join the rest of the party. All right, see ya.